Hi YouTube, this is my second deck video. This is my Bladiator deck. It uses X-sabers and gladiators in a hybrid type thingy. Its most powerful aspect is smokescreen. I can fool the opponent into thinking I'm playing gladiators if it's the first time they've dueled this deck, and then they'll totally misplay because near the end game I can go all gladiator bejesus on them. I mean X-saber bejesus, or vice versa. I can play X-sabers at the beginning and then go gladiator. Anyway, I use one Laquari. Probably be using two, but I only own one. One Bestiary, one Hoplimus, two Arbellum, two Test Tiger. I might use three eventually if I get my hands on one and if it seems to test well, but I think it's going to lead to dead draws. Two Samnite, since I run cat and everything. One Murmillo and two Darius and one Equeste. Now what I'm going to do is probably take out one Samnite for a Retiari and one Darius for an Equeste. Then I run two full Helm Knight, because the whole negate and attack thing really helps with my control thing. Then I can bust out a gladiator, and then they tried to destroy that with something that has an attack in between that and that of the gladiator, like Laquari or something, and then I can just, you know, do some horrible things to them. And then I use Uruz because he's an X-saber and because he can set my opponent back a turn. It's not really much to say. Ragigura, because I have all these X-sabers that I would want to put back in my hand, and he's basically a toolbox when you have Foolish Burial. I use Guard Strike because, for one, the only fall troll I own is Japanese, and I recently learned that you're not allowed to use Japanese cards in American tournaments and whatnot. So I use one Guard Strike because it's pretty easy for me to get my X-sabers in the graveyard with all the Synchroing and the Giant Rat and the Rescue Cat and the Card Trooper and the Raikou, but that's over there. So he's never really a problem, and I can ditch him, get him with Ragigura, and wait a turn and summon him. Giant Rat, because he can get Rescue Cat, Card Trooper, Ragigura, Full Helm Knight, Test Tiger, rarely. Hoplimus, rarely. Yeah, that's it. Rescue Cat works with Raikou, Samnite, Test Tiger, Arbellum, and yeah. I mean, yeah. And then Card Trooper, it helps me mill, it helps me draw. And it can be a nice beat stick to swing around. Raikou, it's a beast, level 3 or lower, destroys stuff and helps me mill. So, it's in this deck. Reinforcing the army, that helps me get my full Helm Knights. That's all I have to say about that. One book and two econ. I would be using two books and one econ, but my other Book of Moon seemed to have went missing recently, so I'm stuck with these two. 3 Gladiator Proving Ground. Since I run so few gladiators, it's almost necessary so I can consistently have one on my hand. I mean, constantly, to summon, you know, and whatnot. Foolish Burial. I can actually use it on Cat, and then bring Cat back with Limit Reverse. Or I can use it on Bestiary and do some stuff like summon Cat, Samnite, and Test Tiger, bust out Darius, and bring back Bestiary, blow stuff up, fusion, you know, whatnot. Fissure helps me get my Glad tag-ins. Seems to work pretty nicely. Might take it out for a Smashing Ground. Whatever seems to perform better. One Mystical Space Typhoon and one Brain Control. I'm not using a big destroyer like Lightning Vortex or Heavy Storm because the main decks that I'm going against use Starlight Road, so just that danger, I don't want to take that chance. Use 2 Gladiator War Chariot. I can always have a Gladiator because of that, and that, and that, but and I use 1 Limit Reverse because it combos so well with the deck. I can bring back a Ragigura if I need to, bring back a Test Tiger if I need to, a Hoplamus if I need to for some strange reason, Marmillo, Cat, Card Trooper, Raikou, but yeah, mainly for Cat though. Two, what is it? Oh, Gotham's Emergency Call. Because it's not that hard for me to get Cat since I have Foolish Burial and Giant Rat. And if I don't get Cat, I'll probably have gotten enough X-sabers since I can Synchro for Orbellum and whatnot. And then Call the Haunted, 2 bottomless Trap Hole. I'm probably going to take it out for a Trap Hole eventually because that, as I've mentioned in my previous video, seems to work better where I live. And 2 Dust Tornado. Again, no Torrential, no Mirror Force. Well, the reason I'm not using Mirror Force is because I don't own it, but the reason I'm not using Torrential Tribute is because I don't want to take the chance of a Starlight Road again. So, this is my Bladiator deck. Again, subscribe and comment suggestions, tips, whatnot. So, see you later.